What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I'm about to tell you all how much I paid for my 2021 M2 Competition. So I picked up this car about a month ago, so it was cold, winter time, generally the best time to buy a car, but during this pandemic, like, car prices have just been all over the place. Like, the right time is no longer the right time. But I think I made out pretty well on this car. With my M2 Competition, they no longer make the base M2 anymore, so I got just one option. That's the $1,200 executive package, and I bought this used. I'll show you all the details of that executive package in just a moment. Before I dive in deep, I want to give a shout out to the Men of Culture, the Race Car Friends, Blueprint 1 LE, Hunter Gang Nate. So we all got cars, trying to get new cars to the channel, so wait and see what they get. This is what I got right here, M2 Competition. Happy with my choice. We all had Camaros at one point. Then I got this, so oops. So I'm gonna dive into that. So cue that intro and let's get into it. So let me show you what is all done to the car already. So the previous owner did quite a few things on this car, so I'm about to go over that now. They got these carbon fiber kidney grills going on. And I got PPF around like most of the car. Like the whole front is PPF, and it kind of needs to be redone to show its age. Like you can see dirt collecting around here. And I got it on the A-pillars up here, and I got it on these hips back here. You can see my car is very dirty, pardon me, but got it on these lines around here. And where it would normally kick rocks, got a PPF right there. Also got this carbon fiber spoiler going on back here, and also this roof up here. This is a carbon fiber wrap, so the previous owner did that. The salesman, I asked him, like, is that real carbon fiber? Because these don't come with carbon fiber roofs, only on the CS. And I got the mirrors as well, so he had to get back with me on that. And I'm telling him, like, dude, these don't come with carbon fiber roofs. But once I got there, I confirmed that it is indeed a wrap. These wheels, my favorite part of the car, got the gold wheels powder coated. Main reason I got the car because I had an M2 Competition in my garage that I did a review on. Shout out to City of Cars for giving me the opportunity to drive that. So I knew I wanted one, but that thing was priced too high. Once that car came from Canada, once everything was all said and done to where they could sell the car here in the States, that car they were selling for $64,500. Nope, that is about what I paid for my ZL1 before taxes. And this car and the ZL1 performance-wise are not equal, and I would not pay that price for this car. So this car is missing a couple options. Like there's not too many options you can get, but obviously I don't have a sunroof. I would like a sunroof. I love sunroofs, and I did not get the titanium exhaust. I just got the regular exhaust. It just has regular black tips, as seen here. Just like a polished black. Oh, finally got my Michigan tag in the mail. So yeah, I bought this out of state, so I had a temporary Indiana plate, so I got my Michigan plate that I just got this week. So it took me about a month until I got that, so I had to pay extra fees for that, but I'll get into that in just a second here. So let me show you the rest of these features before we start talking numbers. So with the executive package, I get this wireless charger, which is in this seat rest right here. Got a heated steering wheel, and that button is found on the side of the steering column over here. Right there. Also got this nifty feature that tells me the speed limit. It reads the road signs right there. Definitely not 70 miles an hour up in here because I'm in the construction zone, but that is the last sign that it read, I guess, on I'm right next to the highway. That's why it's so loud. So I guess it read one of those signs. Another thing with the executive package, I got the adaptive headlight. So when I turn my steering wheel, the lights actually turn to read the road ahead of me, so I can see where I'm going. So that's a nifty feature. Convenient. Like, I saw it happen, but I thought nothing of it. I'm like, oh, I see no lights kind of turning when I was sitting still. So that's a cool feature to have. And I do got like forward collision warning and lane keep assist. Not sure if that came with the executive package or not, but let's start talking these numbers now. So it took me a minute to buy this car because, like I said, I saw the car, liked it, reached out to them. I told them my price straight up when I first saw it, because it was first posted at like $59,000. So when I saw the price drop, it dropped down to like $58,000, and then I told them $55,000, and I thought that was a really good price for me, and they can still profit from that. But they told me no, and they went up to like $57,000 or 56,000, high 56,000. So, and I just sat on it, and good thing that I was patient and didn't have to have the car. I was still shopping around, looking for other cars, looking for Supras, looking for Z28 Camaros, and looking for more of these. So I had to go out of state to get this car, but the price that we ended up coming down to, and this was kind of a mistake too, because I saw that thing, it dropped down to like 55, 9,000 or something, and then I took a screenshot of that. And then once I told the guy I'm just going to come and buy it, put a deposit on for it, and that deposit was like $500. I told him like, yo, I see that price, and he wrote up a bill of sale for me, and it reflected the price that he saw on his screen. And I'm like, yo, I told him like, hey, check it out what it says now. And then he was like, oh, it does. So no arguing about that. So he wrote that on the bill of sale. He took it from 56,000 like 500 to like this price I'm about to say now, because I got to read my paper. So the price I paid was $55,985, and that's before taxes. That's just MSRP, which is about where I wanted to be. So I got charged $30 in other fees. The sales tax was $33,071, and they charged me Michigan sales tax since I'm out of state. Had to send them my license. There was a $200 administrative fee. So the grand total came to $59,584.04. So that's after tax and everything, almost everything. Like I said, I mentioned that tag in the window in the back. So it took a month for them to get the process to my Secretary of State, DMV for some of you other people. So I had to pay an additional, the dealership paid one of the fees, a $16 title fee. Thank you for that. But the registration fee, so I had to pay for this year and for next year, because my birthday is coming up soon. That was about $401, so I had to pay that extra. So the price I just said, the $59,000 whatever, add $400 to that, because I had to get the car registered to be able to drive it. So that's what we're working with on this car, $59,000, close to $60,000 all in on this car. So I didn't buy any extras with this car. They didn't try to upsell me on anything. They didn't even ask, but I'm glad they didn't, because I hate making it awkward. Like, I just say no and just move on. But Toyota of Muncie, they did a really good job like putting this deal together for me. The price that I saw is the price that I paid. Nothing more, nothing less. The couple of fees, which you're gonna have the fees. That's what I paid for this car. And I did have another extra with the pre-purchase inspection that I mentioned in another video. I think that was like $320. And the dealership, they drove this car an hour away from their dealership to a BMW dealership, because I did say I bought this from a Toyota dealership. And they trusted my word on it. On the deposit I put down the $500. I guess if I didn't come through with the car, they would have taken that and given me the remainder back. But the PPI checked out good, and yeah, that was another fee, which is well worth it, because the car came back good. The previous owner took really good care of the car. Every inspection, every maintenance item has been taken care of. This car is in good shape, and like no damages or anything, no previous. Just, it's a good car. So let's talk about monthly payments. So this is the part when I was in the finance office at my bank, I was like, what? Like, how much? So I got a good deal on the car for this market and this point in time right now. I know people will see the video in the future like, oh, I got mine for $50,000. Like, this is where I'm at right now. The price will change depending on the market. We're in a crazy market. But the interest that I paid on this car is something I have never imagined I would pay this kind of interest in my life. So it had me thinking like, should I even get a car right now? But doing it for the channel, so got the car. My interest rate is 6.24. So like I say, I always do no money down, 83 months, because you get taxed at 84 months with my institution. I do all my business through the certain bank or credit union. So did the same thing with this car, nothing different. And that, woo, those payments jumped up something big. So word of advice, this is something when you pay this amount of money, you should absolutely put money down. I have a different strategy in my life, which is probably different from yours. So this is why I do what I do. I know you got the finance experts going to chime in like, but whatever they got to say, I do what I do for me, you do what you do for you. But that's what the interest rate is. I will be fine. This is my 27th car behind me. I know what I'm doing. So let me start talking these monthly payments. And my insurance, by the way, is $165 a month, which is about what I pay for any sports car. It's getting loud over here. $165 a month. You can shop around. I can probably get a better deal. I'll probably shop that around soon. So I'll switch insurance companies a lot to get the best rate, because I'm not getting in any accidents. Why should I be paying more for essentially nothing in case something does happen, but I still be covered regardless? So I shop the same few companies around, or I get an insurance broker to get the best deal for me. That's their job, is find you one. They can help you out. For 82 of these payments, and basically all 83 of these payments will be $887.74. I had them just rounded up to another number, but that's what the payments based off 83 months, 0 down, and the interest that will accrue if I don't pay this car off before then. Some banks can penalize that. I've personally never seen a bank that'll penalize you for paying the loan off early. I wouldn't do business with them, because why would you punish people for doing a good thing for themselves financially? You should reward that, but I digress. So the interest, if I wait that long to pay it off, will be $14,097.15. So that would take the total loan to $73,682. That would be a terrible thing to do. So this car, the payments have to come down much faster than just making the bare minimum payments. We got interest like these auto loans, which is amortized interest, and that is the interest that do like tricks and things. Like your student loans, that's the same type of interest. Like, it's not just simple. It's not like just a simple 6.24. It's like compounding interest, and that will take you out the game if you do not just pay more than the minimum payment. So word to the wise, trying to give advice, don't do what I do, because you see me do it. I can get into the car, but you got to be able to maintain these payments. And like this will be a long time if I kept this car this long to pay it off. But thankfully I got into this car at a good price, and you can put money, you should put money down, especially with interest rates like this. If you don't need a car right now, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I just would not buy a car. Like, I'll have a completely different game plan for this, because this is ridiculous. I got an 800 and something credit score. It's like 815-ish, depending on which one of the people you look at, like Equifax or TransUnion. But this is not good for people with great credit. I got excellent credit, and this is just not a good time to be buying cars, man. Like, we are screwed with these interest rates for now. Things could get better. Things could get worse. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. So just keep looking at the Fed hikes or decreases. So we're at a state of somewhat emergency right now. Check out Race Car Friends channel. He likes to talk about things like this. That's not my lane, so check out him. He'll talk to you for days about that stuff. But that's what I paid for my 2021 BMW M2 Competition. So looking to enjoy this car a whole lot this summer. Got a lot of plans. Like, I want to race some people with some Camaros, and just to see how this car is. I want to take this thing to the track, do a lot more things with this vehicle. But seriously, man, do not get yourself screwed in one of these loans, because I talked to some people that were paying in the teens, like the high teens % interest rate. I'm like, dude, if you don't refinance that now, like I always, I know some places I can get a loan for cheaper, and I don't know what their rates are today. But American One Credit Union, for 72 months, all of their durations of the loans have the same interest rates. But they have really low interest rates, and I don't even know if they put a cap on the year. Like, I financed like a 2007 Infiniti before through them. It's really easy with them. Their interest rate is generally lower than pretty much anybody's I've seen. SD card filled up. Forgot what I was saying, but seriously, man, if y'all thinking about getting a car loan right now, I just do not want y'all to end up on the bad side of that, because cars are already depreciating assets. Y'all know this, but YOLO as well. Like, you don't want to spend your whole life not being able to enjoy it, the fruits of your labor. So it's a balance to it, guys, but I do not want you to get stuck in something to where you just can't pay it. So shop around or be patient. Like, that'll definitely help you. Or put money down. That's probably the best advice I can give you if you have to buy something. Like, lower the complex interest, the amortized interest rate. So you want to decrease that so the interest that you're paying isn't too high. So there are some ways you can save. Like, check out the manufacturers. I know Subaru, they have some pretty good rates. If a car is in high demand, depending on which brand it is, like, you're not going to get a good deal on it. It's just how it is. They don't generally put the good finance deals on like a hot car. So say if I was looking for a Scat Pack, they're not going to give me 3% interest rates for 36 months or 48 months or whatever. I think Subaru does do that. They have pretty good manufacturing financing right now, so check out what they have. But I bought my car used, so that doesn't even apply to me. But if you're buying a new car, check into that. And if you're looking for one of these, I saw another one too that was listed. So my car had like 32,000 something miles when I bought it, and there was another one closer in state. So I found two in state. One was at City Cars, the other one was at BMW of Ann Arbor. They wanted 52,000 for that one, and it was a 2020, and it was black. But that car had like 43,000 miles, so it only had like a handful of thousand miles left of warranty. So that's the main reason I wanted a 21, to get longer warranty with more miles on the warranty and the duration of the warranty. So I got like 17, 18 months left on this one, and like, what, 20,000 miles or close to 20,000 miles. But I saw them for 52. The other ones I saw comparable to this spec, they all had the executive package, and they were just all different colors. 2020s and 2021s, they were all going for like 59,000. I saw some for like 64, 65. I assume those are going to be on the lots for a long time. Lot rot is what we call them. They just rot on the lots. So 58 was probably the best that I saw aside from this one. With it had like maybe 21,000 miles. It was at a Porsche dealership too in like Pennsylvania, but that they tried to do some shady things at that dealership. Another sales rep, it was another person interested in that car, and they did a PPI on that car, but the salesman tried to get me to buy that car before the other person could buy it after they bought a PPI on there. And I'm asking, like, do you all have a PPI? Like, can I see it? He was like, oh, you just kept trying to get me to commit to buying the car and put a deposit on, so the other person would be SOL. That is not right, man. Like, I won't deal with that person or that dealership for doing some shady things like that. 'Cause they knew somebody else was buying the car. Now I know you gotta eat, but the person was, if somebody's buying a PPI on the car and it comes back clean, like, you know they serious. So I don't like shady behavior like that, and I didn't buy from them. And the car sold anyway, so it was good for that person that got it, did the due diligence to get the PPI on that car. Thank you all for watching. That's what I paid for my M2 Competition here in 2023. So got to keep that in mind, so people see the video later on like, oh, like I said earlier. But this is the price, this is the market, this is what I paid. I got a good deal on that because checking the blue book value, which sometimes holds weight, sometimes it doesn't, but I made out pretty well. Like, even City of Cars told me I did well on this, and I bought the right car for me. So I really wanted to buy the car they had to support them, but they got to make money, I got to save money, so it's just, it wasn't in the cars for that car. So maybe another car in the future, but not that one. So hope you all enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, check out the channel, see my other stuff, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.